never thought I'd fall for you as hard as I did. You got me thinking about our life, our house and kids. Yeah, every morning I look at you and smile.
All right, we're going to talk about something that is a huge pet peeve of mine. Huge. Disrespectful children. See that? Ooh. Oh, I cannot stand disrespectful children. All right, so I'm not a mom. Let's get that very clear. Make sure the world knows I am not a mother. I'm a proud aunt and older cousin, and I have older siblings. I'm the youngest, but I am honestly.
We don't like you either, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
Children. Children. I love them though. I really do. They are remarkable creatures, you know, from the beginning to the end, you know, the process of growth. But we are, as adults and even as teenagers and family members and friends, we have a responsibility to these kids to teach them the right things to say and do. We cannot have our kids out here twerking and you know, dipping and dabbling. It's like, oh, it looks so cute when he do it, when he did a little two-step, when he, you know, put a little gang signs up. Oh, it's so adorable. But it's those kids that y'all go out y'all way to either spoil or you don't want to take control of. And I understand the concept of not want to beat your child. I get it, but you have to somehow put the fear of God in them so bad that when they are in public, they can at least be controlled to an extent. Like, come on now. I should not be at a store. Getting a little sensitive right here. I should not be in a store and I see your little critter running around me over and over again, and all you say is,
stop. No. Don't.
And they looking at you like,
Anyway. Gonna do what I'm gonna do.
and I'm just like, it's not my child. I can't snatch him. I can't, because it's not my child. If it was my child, this wouldn't even be a problem. If this was my child, this wouldn't even be happening, because my child knows better, would know better. I would nip that in the bud so fast. If they act out in public, I understand that. But when we get home, the lesson's going to be so real. They're going to say, if I go back out this house again and my mama says, we're going to go out this door. Once we go out this door, your attitude, your whole demeanor better be right on it. Or it's going to be rice and water for the rest of the day. That's what you're going to eat. Rice and water. That's it. You don't got to beat them. Be creative. You know, hey, we're going to McDonald's. Mommy, can I have a cookie? Can I have a sundae? No. You know why? Because we were in Sears. Remember at Sears at 12 o'clock this afternoon? Remember being in Sears? And you acted a daggone fool? People who act like that don't get cookies. They do not get sundaes. I'm just saying, if you don't want to pop them, if you don't want to beat them, if you don't want to, you need to be creative in whatever you have to do and stop snatching the tablets away and all that and say, go in a corner. That can help with certain situations and certain kind of kids. But when you know you have a child that's extra rebellious and you know you have to go the extra mile for them, then you need to be a little more creative in how you choose to punish that person or that child. Because when that child becomes an adult, they have to work. They have to provide for themselves. And they can't be coming in the job, stepping in there like they a big dog, and really they about to get their face put in. Just saying. You can't walk in every room thinking it belongs to you. It belongs to someone in there. And it might not be your child. So I don't know what to say. I'm telling you, it is such a huge pet peeve of mine. We gotta stay calm. I'm raising my voice. Gotta stay calm. You know, I've had some experiences, personal experiences with certain children. So I'm in a store. I'm gonna tell you a little story. So I'm in a store, like a fast food store, and I'm with a guy and his daughter. And his daughter decides she's gonna take all the gift cards from out of the store. But she doesn't tell anyone, you know, she's just picking them up, playing with them, and then with food comes, we leave out the store. And she's still holding the gift cards. And I'm like, you know, she still has the gift cards. And you know what he does?
No, stop.
She still has the gift cards.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And you know what that little girl did? She looked at him, dead in his face, and was like,
Okay.
and walked out the door with the gift cards. Like it was nothing. And he did nothing. Nothing. He did absolutely nothing. As a parent and as a father, he did nothing to discipline his child. So now your child, no offense, is like 2% a thief. Rice and water. Even though they were, you know, they were unloaded gift cards, they were not hers. They belonged to someone else, to the property of that building. And she walked out the door with it, and you saw it, allowed it, and seemed to me to be okay with it. So all I'm saying is, it's that behavior right there that makes me it grinds my gears. Rice and water. Like, I want kids, but it makes me not want to have kids. Because I know my kids might have friends who act like that. And now I have to tell my kids, I need you to be a good judge of character. I need you to really focus and pay attention on who you choose to hang out with. Because you are a substantial and exceptional child. And you cannot hang around mess. Because some people raise mess. Some people happen by coincidence raise mess. But when you know you purposely raise mess and you want to protect your child from that mess, you got to make sure your child has the right skills and the right know-how to understand, like, you know what? You are not a good friend. You are not there for me. You are not a good person. Or if you are a good person, you're not good enough for me. Because I want the best of the best of the best in my circle. And you're not the best of the best of the best. You know why? Because my mom...
Mom, I'm the President of the United States.
Taught me so. All right, that's all. Just let me know what y'all think. You know, any pet peeves like that when it comes to kids, any stories about disrespectful kids. If they're your own kids, I mean, you can defend them all you want. They're not my problem, but either way, I'm just saying, you're supposed to love the kids. Chanel love the kids. Rice and water.
You gon' have to do more than just. You gon' have to do less for you. So mama, you know I always want you to. You gon' have to do more than just. You gon' have to do less for you. So mama, you know I. So you gon' need to do more than just.